Lately, I've had these little feelings of being stuck, and I started noticing that every day felt like the same day. But then it occurred to me, it's time to do some growing and some changing. And I know we all go through these times as homemakers, so I'm inviting you to come along with me in today's video as I get unstuck. So about the time that I was having this realization that I needed to make some changes and kind of just do something different. Well, my husband had a week's vacation planned, and we didn't plan it that way on purpose, but I tell you, it was perfect timing for me. We got to spend time together. I got to get out of the house and do things that I normally wouldn't get to do or normally wouldn't think about doing, and I really enjoyed having his company that week. I'm going to show you some of the things that we did. Today we're celebrating our wedding anniversary. We're going to get some lunch and go to some garden centers, and we thought we'd bring you along with us. Thing to do when you're going through a growing season is to find a project that inspires you. And I just love to garden. I'm not especially good at it, but it's fun, and it's something that me and my grandpa used to do together. So I feel like I'm kind of carrying on his legacy when I'm getting out in the garden every spring. But I was in so much of a funk that I didn't even feel inspired to do any gardening, and I wasn't sure that I was even going to try this year, which even though most of my gardens fail, I still want to keep trying. So that definitely told me that I was in a funk and I needed to make some changes. So today's the next day. Yesterday when we were at Lowe's and Home Depot, we really didn't find a whole lot. So now we're headed to a local feed and seed. I'm so glad you're here today. Thanks for coming back to watch another of my videos. If you're new to the channel, my name is Jennifer. I'm a wife, mama, and homemaker living in South Georgia. This channel is for women who love their homes and families and want to grow in their faith and homemaking. After our trip to the Feed and Seed, we went on a little coffee date, then a stroll through downtown. It was such a beautiful windy day. Proverbs 14:1 says, "The wise woman builds her home, but the foolish one tears hers down with her own hands." I think it is so wise for us to invest in ourselves. And maybe invest isn't the right word. I don't mean going out and spending a bunch of money, especially on things that we don't need just to make ourselves feel good. I mean investing in the things that bring you joy, just the simple pleasures of life, like reading a book you enjoy, taking a trip to the library, making your favorite dessert, taking a walk in nature, spending time alone with your husband, spending time alone with God. When we take the time to do those things, we're really building a good foundation that will overflow into our families. Next, we went to a nursery that we'd never been to before, and y'all, this place was amazing. It's like a toy store for gardeners. They had about 9 different greenhouses filled with stuff. I was amazed, and I really enjoyed our trip to the greenhouse. So this is what we got on our plant shopping day. One thing that really helped me was I ran across a little guide for beginners on how to grow cut flowers, and that just inspired me so much, and it kind of lit a fire under me. I decided that the place that I had had my garden for the past 2 years was just too shady. It was time to face reality and move it up to the front of the yard where we get some sun. So today is Wednesday, and we're finally getting started on our garden project. And it's been so wonderful to have my husband home with me this week. Wilder says, some old-fashioned things like sunshine and fresh air are hard to beat. Already it's looking way better than I imagined and way bigger. Well, it looks like it's about time for this little flower bed to go. It didn't do too good, and it might be because of the snow we got. I think I'm going to pick these flowers that are left. I was going to suggest trying a new recipe as a way to grow. You know, we all have those recipes that we tuck away and think, I'll try it one day. But this week, we're not making a recipe because y'all, my oven broke. And my husband has to turn it off at the breaker because I'm scared it's gonna catch the house on fire. So we're hoping to go this afternoon and order a new stove, and hopefully I'll be able to make a recipe in my video next time. At the end of the week, we celebrated Easter by going to church, and then we had a big Easter dinner, followed by celebrating my daughter Maggie's birthday. I've been working in the kitchen all afternoon trying to get ready for Easter and for Maggie's birthday, and in my head, I was kind of pretending like I was on the spring baking championship, and look what happened to Maggie's birthday cake. We're gonna see if it can be fixed. I'm sure it can. Went online and ordered a bunch of seeds for my new cut garden, and I can't wait to see how they turn out. So now I've got all my seeds planted and I can't wait for things to start sprouting. As homemakers, we set the tone and feel of our homes, and while my house is definitely not perfect, I still want it to be a place of love and peace for my family, and I'm sure you feel the same. If you have a prayer request for me, please leave that down in the comment section. I consider it an honor to pray for you. And if you have a praise report, please tell us that down in the comments too, so we can all celebrate with you. If you'd like to see another homemaking video from me, I'll have one for you right here on the screen. And until next time, happy homemaking.